which stretches 21,000 kilometers north of China, is one of the most famous human creations in the world. In 2007 it was chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, along with the Taj Mahal and the Colosseum in Rome. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, included it on the World Heritage List in 1987. When tourists visit Beijing, they flock to the most famous parts of the Great Wall, but few visit the lesser-known part. A section of the wall, known as Jiangku, extends for 20 kilometers over sharp green mountain peaks. If you looked at it from the valley, it would look like the wreaths that adorn the top of every mountain. This part of the wall is located 100 kilometers from Beijing, but it is completely different from the neighboring parts of the wall. In the vicinity of Jiangku Wall, there is no sign of a gift shop or cable cars, and no one stands to sell tickets. To reach this part of the wall, you have to walk for 45 minutes up the mountain. Have been carried out on the Jiangku part of the wall until recently. For centuries, human hands have not touched this part of the wall, which was built in the 16th and early 17th centuries. This part has collapsed, especially for a distance of 7 kilometers, and the tall towers have turned into hills of rubble over time. Parts of the wall collapsed completely, and the parts of the wall that were wide were barely enough for just one person to pass. The trees made their way across the floor of the wall, making it appear closer to a forest than a fortress. But this part of the wall, despite its danger, is distinguished by its picturesque, pristine landscape. 1 or 2 people die every year on this part of the wall, says Ma Yao, director of the Great Wall Protection Project at the Tencent Charitable Foundation, which funded the recent restoration. Some of them die while walking, and some of them are struck by lightning. To prevent further disasters and preserve the wall for future generations, restoration work began in 2015. I sat with Yao on the wall, near the completion of the project, and the peaks that surmount the fort stretched out before us as far as the eye could see. Machines cannot reach here, so the workers did all the work without using machines, Yao says, but we have used some new devices and technologies to help them complete the necessary work perfectly. In 2019, engineers used drones, 3D mapping technology and computer algorithms to determine whether it was better to remove trees from the bridge or leave them in place. Yao says that these techniques help them restore the wall using traditional methods. The Great Wall occupies a vast area in northern China, from the Manchuria region to the Gobi Desert and then the Yellow Sea. The wall has an ancient history, as it was built more than 2,000 years ago, in the period between the 3rd century BC to the 17th century AD. During the era of 16 ruling dynasties, the Ming dynasty built the longest and most famous section of the wall, including the Jiangku section, from 1368 to 1644. A survey conducted by the National Cultural Heritage Administration of China revealed that the Ming Wall extends for a distance of 8,851 kilometers, and includes 359 kilometers of trenches and 25,000 guard towers. Today, a third of the original forts, built during the Ming era, have disappeared, leaving only 8% of them remaining in good condition. The wall faces many threats, from natural erosion factors, such as wind and rain, to human activities, such as construction work and even theft of building blocks from the wall and selling them, not to mention the damage caused by the large numbers of visitors who walk back and forth on the wall. 20 million people live within a stone's throw, and footsteps could damage the fence, says historian and environmentalist William Lindsay. Referring to Beijing, Lindsay devoted his life to researching and writing books about the wall and fighting battles to protect